afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. Got one I don't get in very often we're going to review today. Let's take a look at a 2017 Thor Axis. It just came in, guys. We hadn't even cleaned the inside of it yet. And this is the smallest one they make. It's their most popular floor plan, the 24.1. 25.5 feet total length, bumper to bumper at its longest point. These are very unique vehicles. I mean, you can compare it, the size of it next to this Georgetown looks like a mouse next to an elephant. But these are a low profile, more narrow Class A. A mini Class A is what they are. They're built on a Class C E450 chassis. So it's the best of both worlds. It's a Class A body and the drivability of a Class C chassis. So you got the smaller wheels, shorter wheelbase, a little bit more nimble and quick. Still got the 305 horsepower V10 in it, 420 pound-feet of torque. It does have the full body paint, or HD Max is actually technically what it is. It's got the TPO roof, aerodynamic front end. They got great visibility. These are the Class A for people who are looking for a Class C. I mean, these things drive so well. Anybody can drive this. It's 25.5 feet long. That's shorter than most Class C's. Knee deep in Michelin tires. I don't know, I can't tell the date code, but they look great. Got a 4 kW Onan generator running right now, powering everything up inside. You know what the best thing about this one is, guys? Under 5,600 miles. About 56,000, 5,600 miles. 60 hours on the generator. You know, the only way you're gonna get one lower miles than this is to go spend over twice as much for a brand new one and wait several months to get it. 55 and 80 something miles. Under, I mean 55, 82, something like that on the miles. Got a slide out, of course. You can see the stripe, the finish looks just like a 5,500 mile motorhome should look like, which is pretty much flawless. You know, if I just had to pick this thing, because this door is made of plastic, the outside shower door, it might be a little faded, but the fiberglass looks perfect. Windows look great. Got the frameless windows, slide topper. You can see how close the wheels are to the front. It's because of that Class C chassis. Because think about it, your motor and everything's in front of you like that on a Class C, and your wheels are a little bit further up on a Class C than a Class A. Man, this is a neat little motorhome, guys, and I know this thing may not sleep 6 people or 8 people or a troop of Boy Scouts or whatever, but it will sleep 4 people, actually 5, if you want it to. Does have an outside television right here too, by the way, with outside speakers. It's got 6-gallon DSI gas electric water heater, furnace, like I said, power awning. This thing will probably be gone by the weekend, if not sooner. Now, it just came in, guys, so we got, you know, they got a little dirt on their feet stepping in and out of it. Plus, my salespeople have been in here taking pictures, sending it to their contacts, people who are looking for things. So this thing may not even be here this time tomorrow. Front cab looks great. Of course, you got that great big dash. That's kind of a calling card of these Axises, because like I said, the motor's in front of you, so which they are on a Class A too. But see, a Class A, the motor, you're more or less on top of the motor and in front of them. The motor's in front of you, mostly you're on top of it. This, you can see by the doghouse, is all forward, so the cab sits further back from the motor than a regular Class A. Stereo sounds great, backup camera works, got heated power mirrors, tilt cruise, seats look good. You know, apparently this one doesn't have the flaking furniture problem. Crank it up. And 5,584 actual miles on the odometer. No check engine lights, no warning lights. Brake lights on because I got the parking brake set for the slide out operation. Dash air is good. Does have a power bed up top. I'm gonna bring it down. If I gotta cut the motor off to do that. These beds won't work with the motor running. It's a safety precaution to keep somebody not knowing what that switch does from reaching up there and dropping it on the driver's head. But you got a switch right here. 61.5 hours on the generator. And here is your switch. So just let it do its thing. Now, I'm not going to bring it down all the way because those seats are right there, but kind of just to show you what it looks like. Now, you can actually put the backs of those seats, either fold them over or fold them back, and you can bring it down a little bit further. But like I said, you got a safety net. This is really just a bed for a single person, maybe 2 small kids at the best, but just count on it for somebody by themselves. But you do have a sleeper sofa right here. You do have a 3-burner stove top. Not a huge kitchen because this is a very small motor home, but adequate. Let's just say, we'll just call it that. I mean, and honestly, apparently, you know, most people don't really cook in these things anymore anyway. Actually, it was cooked a little bit in. That's unusual. Microwave. Like I said, we haven't cleaned it yet, guys. So it is a microwave, convection oven. You got a 32-inch television right there, right across from the sofa. 6 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer. Got a 13,500 Coleman Mach ducted roof air, which will run you out of here because it was on when I cranked the generator. They've got a pretty unique bathroom setup. It looks like a closet right here, but you've got 2 doors you have to open. Open that door, locks in. Well, it's supposed to. We're kind of unlevel right here. And then you open this door, and you've got, now it's dirty, guys, and I apologize, but we're running low on cleaning help right now. My main interior cleaner, she is out sick, and the other one laid out on me for no call, no show, so I assume she quit. So I'm kind of short-handed on inside cleaning help right now, but that'll be temporary. As soon as I get one of them here, I'll definitely get it clean for you. RV toilet, little neo-angle shower with a, I guess they tie that up to keep it from rubbing them on the toilet. I don't know why somebody did that. Got a little sink area, little medicine cabinet, skylight looks good. Got a pillow vent. I hate those things, but definitely got that. That looks like a porcelain toilet too. And you can close everything up, and you can use it with the doors shut. It's just a lot more cramped. Now here's the bedroom, guys, and these are pretty unique because right now it's set up for 2 twin beds. I do have the extra cushion that sits right here in this gap, and it's got a board on the bottom of it, and it makes this from a twin to a king bed. So you can have 2 twins or a king in your master bedroom, and that's unusual for 25.5 foot. You won't find a 25.5 foot Class C with a king bed in it. Another television right there. I don't like the way they ran those wires for whatever reason, but you know, it just came in, so I haven't got that far into it yet. Got a fantastic vent fan, so if you are boondock camping, you can let some of that nice cool night air in here in the sleeping quarters. Keep everybody comfortable. You know, that runs off 12 volt. You got some USB chargers, stereo right there in the corner, a little cuddy storage, curtain for privacy. Yeah, These little things are popular, guys. They really are. I've got this unit for $64.09, and we'll trade. Of course, that's a haggle-free firm price, and we do have financing available with approved credit and down payment for those of you that need it. We do take trade-ins. We can work with one of our lenders, or we're more than happy to work with one of yours. You can rest assured, guys, we offer financing as a courtesy to our customers, not as a way to make money. So we don't mark interest rates up on financing like everybody else does. You know, that can save you thousands of dollars in financing fees over the life of an RV loan, for that simple reason. And what they do, the other dealers do that. The banks let them, because the banks get about 25% of whatever extra profit the dealership gets you to pay on top of what the bank. So in other words, say the bank got you approved for 6%, the dealer's going to charge you 7.5%, and since you had no idea you got approved originally at 6%, you don't even know you're getting taken advantage of. And you know, dealership is keeping about 75% of that additional profit and giving the bank a little piece of the pie to keep them happy with it. And it should be illegal, guys. In fact, I really wish they'd push it to be illegal, but it's not. Because if you look in that 5-page standardized loan contract, and if you read every single little sentence and paragraph in it, you'll see where it states the dealer can do that. But nobody ever sits there and, I mean, it'd take you 2 hours to read all that and comprehend it. So, you know, it's in there. But we don't do that, guys. We offer, like I said, financing. We're old school dealership. We make our money on the price. We don't make it on anything else. So, you know, if you want it delivered to your house, it's $1.50 a loaded mile, and then we cover the return trip out of it. So, you know, that's what it costs us. Pay the driver, pay the fuel, hotel room if necessary. $1.50 for delivery, loaded mile. We don't have any upsells. You know, we don't try to stuff a warranty down your throat that most of them aren't worth the paper they're written on. We don't try to stuff gap insurance down your throat or anything like that. We just, this is the price, haggle-free firm. You know, you saw the miles, slide out. You know, get this little unit cleaned up. It'll look good. And like I said, this is not a easy one to find used. These things are very, very popular. Every one of these I get sells within days or less. So, if you are interested in this little Thor 24.1 axis, give us a call right now before somebody else beats you to it. 706-965-7929. Call us. We'll answer any questions you have about it. And if we answer your questions and you're ready to move forward, I do suggest putting a deposit on it before somebody else does. At the $64.09 price, we guarantee the following systems, and most of y'all know this, but just for those of you, see, I have to assume most people are watching these videos for the first time, so that's why I always have to give this information out. But $64.09 haggle-free firm price. Doesn't matter how you pay for it or how far you come to get it, that's the price. We do guarantee the slide out to work. We guarantee the generator to run and put out. We guarantee the air conditioner to get cold. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get to operating temp. Anything else, guys, we don't know what works and what doesn't. That's how we keep our prices so low, and get it where you can go ahead and pick these things up and take them without having to sit there and wait for a checkout for 2 or 3 months like we used to. And it keeps our we adjusted our prices accordingly. So anything else, you need to come out yourself and inspect. This unit has been winterized. Third-party inspection services are always welcome, of course. Just coordinate that with your salesperson. 706-965-7929. If you want to talk to one, get your questions answered, they will be your point of contact. I'm not in sales, guys. Why? So, I mean, I can't really sell you anything. I do the advertising. But, you know, if you show up or you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, make sure you say hi to me, and I'll, or tell your salesperson you want to say hi to me, and I'll come out and meet you and talk to you for a second. I have no problem with that. Like I said, they do the selling, I do the advertising. So, and And I don't even mind answering some basic questions or give you advice or whatever, guys. I've been 25 years in this industry. And I've been an RV owner actually longer than I've worked here. I got thinking about that the other day. I bought my first pop-up camper when I was almost 17, and I rebuilt it myself. And I think it was a few months later I started working here. I started working here when I was 17. So, especially right at, you know, in the afternoons, and then after high school, of course, I came here full time. But yeah, I've actually been an RV owner longer than I've been working at an RV dealership, so go figure. But I've been here a long time. I've done everything you can do in an RV dealership, and I've worked on RVs. I've owned them. I've been on both sides of that desk. I've transported them, sold them, bought them, worked on them. In fact, I was working on my motorhome yesterday, in the rain, of course. But, you know, I don't mind sharing some advice that I've learned in 25 plus years of doing this, and, you know, give you an honest, unbiased opinion or advice. You know, if you want to, you know, best way to reach me is through Facebook, on my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. And I'll be glad to answer your questions. And feel free to like that page too if you don't care. Feel free to subscribe, smash me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Pretty neat little motorhome. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a neat little motorhome. These are very, very easy to drive. I mean, they're nothing really fancy. They're kind of a no-frills motorhome, but I like that, especially for first-time RV buyers. Get the basics out of the way. And something like this, you know, 64.9, you keep the miles down on it, you keep it in good shape, you're not really going to lose that much money if you decide, hey, you know, in a couple years from now, after you're getting used to RVing, get the basics down, to go to something more elaborate or more complicated, you can sell or trade this thing and get most of your money back, if not all of it. So that's something to consider too, versus, you know, and it kills me on some of these Facebook groups, because some of the people, they say, I'm a total newbie, never owned an RV, never spent the night in one, but I'm going to go buy a brand new one. Guys, that's the worst thing you can do, because RVing is for a lot of people, but it's not for everybody. When you buy a new one and you take it off the new dealer's lot, it becomes used. Even if you turn right around and sell it back to them, it's used. If you turn right around and sell it to your neighbor after you get it home and not even spend the night in it, it's a used camper. It's lost value. It's devalued. But you still owe for a new one. So never, ever, ever buy a new one for your first one. Buy a used one like this, or older, newer, bigger, smaller, whatever. But, you know, you need to learn certain skills before you go out and spend 6 figures on a brand new one. You need to learn how to operate one, how to do maintenance and basic repairs on one. The best way to do that is with an older one. Well, this one's not really older, but you know what I mean. A used one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Feel free to subscribe to my channel again, RVs with Big Bo. Hit that notification button, so check them out. Go to my website, parkway-rv-center.com. See my current inventory. Link in the video description below. Again, financing available with approved credit, no fees, 64.9 plus applicable sales tax. If you are a Georgia resident, we do charge a $40 to $50 tag and title fee and a $100 highway impact fee for Georgia residents only. If you got a question about any of this, best thing to do is call one of my salespeople at 706-965-7929. Fort Wilderness. I'll be down there in a couple of weeks. Oh, by the way, I'm taking off the last part of January for a week. That was my Christmas present to my 4-year-old Emma. I'm taking her to Disney World for the first time. So, ooh, y'all say a prayer for me, because that's a that's a little too much mouse in a week. But you know, but you know what? I went when I was a kid, so I think it'd be kind of cool to take her. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with some more videos. And stay tuned, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, Come out, visit with us. We got 100 plus used RVs in stock, family owned and operated since 1968. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year, so these things don't sit around long. Thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.